I'm also making a couple of pies for dessert, and they have what's called an oil-crumble-crust. It's not your traditional pie crust. Its base is oil, flour, milk. You press it into the pie pan after you've made the mixture. I made this yesterday because I've got a lot to do today, and I wanted to have as much done before I went to bed last night as I could, because I think it's important to stay relaxed when you're cooking. It's not easy, but if you feel that you have unlimited time, it's a lot easier. Another way that it's easier to keep relaxed is to keep things picked up. Now I'm going to reserve this bit of it. That's going to get sprinkled on the top. I don't give it to just anybody, the recipe, because it was given to me by a woman that was a very strong influence on my life world, and that was Marie Chapman. I met her when I was just newly married and learned so much from her. She was an incredible cook. She made this rhubarb pie, which I've been making for 50 years. She called it Rebop Pie. Ooh, Daddy Rebop. She was a jazzer and a Trotskyite. Very interesting, sometimes difficult woman. But this pie, it's not like your normal rhubarb pie that may have strawberries in it. That mixture has always eluded me. I know it's classic, everybody thinks it's great, but it doesn't hold a candle to Rebop pie as far as I'm concerned. The filling is 3 cups of chopped rhubarb and grated rind of 1 orange. I don't share it with just anyone, but since I'm rather selfish with the recipe, I decided I might as well give it to the universe. It's either all or nothing. I'm making 2, and I'm not doubling the recipe. I don't think doubling recipe always works. It has 1/4 cup of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 2 beaten eggs, and get ready for this big surprise, 1 sliced banana. Ooh, Daddy Rebop. The banana disappears. You taste it, but you don't see it in the pie. People don't know what it is. Same with the orange peel. It's a miraculous combination of ingredients. Trees Rebop pie. And I will crumble that part of the pastry that I reserved over the top. Now, I don't know, you could try this. Of course, you won't be able to taste this, so you won't know when you do it if it's like this or not. My daughter has been trying to make this for years, and she says it just never comes out like mine. She's got my recipe, and I've practically held her hand all the way through it. It's going to go into a very hot oven. That's the mysterious thing about recipes. my mother-in-law, she made fabulous meatballs, Italian. She was a great cook. Great meatballs. And we'd been married a short time, and I asked her for the recipe for her meatballs, which she was very happy to share. But they weren't her meatballs. They weren't even close to her meatballs. And when I asked her about it, she finally told me, well, she had not really given me the recipe like she made it because she knew we were struggling, and so we might not be able to afford this or that or the other thing. So she had made a special recipe for us because of our economic conditions. I might as well have not even bothered trying to make it. It wasn't her recipe. I wanted her recipe. And then I have known fabulous cooks. Here comes the banana. I'm making two because doubled recipes don't work for me sometimes. It's very mysterious. Alchemy. I have known cooks, friends, cooks, that would give me a recipe but not the complete, total recipe. So that pretty much guaranteed mine would never turn out like theirs. Okay, here we go. Pie number 2, 16 for dinner. So everything's in big quantities. But there's something, the proportion, if you double everything in a recipe, the proportion between the ingredients changes. So you can wind up with something you don't particularly like. One more crumb deal, and then I'm ready to put these into the hot oven, 425. That's only going to be for 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. Then it's going to go down to 350, where it will cook for maybe another 45 minutes.